Live from the Injured on the Go Just Call Mo studio.
It's a blast!
It's Orlando's own Tom and Dan.
Welcome to A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Tom.
I am Dan. We are live on Twitch and YouTube. You can watch the show if you'd like to. Just go to @Tom and Dan Live. Search for @Tom and Dan Live, rather. And all social media, @Tom and Dan Live. Check it out.
Yep. Also, November 22nd and 23rd, it's the Sanford weekend. We got the Bad Business Beer Fest,
Yeah.
Sofa and Suds the next day. Both free events, and the Beer Fest, we're going to have live music, vendors, food trucks, a bunch of our partners.
Latex body painting.
I know Dino Jimmy.
Dino Jimmy's gonna be
Are we
out
doing
there.
the latex body painting?
I don't know. I just keep saying it because, like, you know what I've learned? I've learned that if people show up and they're like, hey, Dan, I'm a horny guy. I came for the beer fest, but also for the latex body painting. And I'll just go, they canceled, man. I'm sorry. They canceled.
I think it's more of a family-friendly event. I'm going to bring my sons
Yeah,
out.
it is a family-friendly event. You know what? Nix the whole latex body painting, even the rumor of it. Let's just nix that.
I'll let my sons look at some latex body painting. Like, they watch anime, and I was watching it the other day. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
I was like, I did not realize that it was this.
Okay, not to pivot this quickly, but I can't search for video games on Xbox, or especially I'm looking at you, Nintendo, anymore with Maisie in the room, because half of the games are card games like Solitaire, where the prize is you win a big busted Asian woman, like she's dressed like a cop. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
It's sexy Asian cops, and they're all like beating you with a nightstick with their T-words out.
Yeah.
Big giant T-words.
Big asses.
Yeah, and big giant mega asses. And Maisie goes, and I'm going through there, and we're looking for games, and there's like Pet Shop Simulator, Pressure Washer Simulator. Everything's a effing simulator now. And then there's one, it's a big Asian cop asses, and Maisie goes, what's that? And I go, I have no idea. Well, we have to throw the Switch away because it's a big, and the screenshot of it is an Asian woman with boobs bigger, like, what are they, E's? F's? Dixie Dynamite size, ginormous, with a nightstick going in and out of them.
No, come on. And you know she's Asian, even though she has aviator sunglasses, which is how would you know? Anyway, Ross McCoy's here. How you doing, Ross?
Hey, guys.
So Ross is feeling it this morning, and it's because
this guy knows how to party. He took his life back.
The weekend concert was this weekend.
Yeah, I bought this ticket, I don't know, 6-8 months ago, like when they announced the concert.
Yeah.
And I was making an early dinner. And I paused like chopping some onions or something, and I looked at Facebook, and it said there was just like a random post that they'll put in your feed, you know?
Yeah.
And it was like, the weekend's next show is in Orlando on the 24th, and I was thinking, and it made clear that that would be his next concert.
Okay.
And last night I was thinking to myself, I was like, that's weird. He's taking like a week off of concerts before the Orlando show. And then I looked at the calendar and I realized it was in fact that night.
Okay.
You did one of those.
I completely forgot about the concert until like
I've done that.
5 hours until.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Now,
lucky for you, you're not an anxiety guy, because I feel like you can manage that relatively well.
It actually was very fun. I went from like cooking dinner, and I was getting drunk anyway, but like I was having a Kirkland lager and a shot of Jim Beam and cooking, and
Magnifique.
I went from that to like oh my God, I'm going to Camping World Stadium tonight to see the weekend.
Yeah, all right. So now I will say, and this is like it reminded me that Ross did see the concert, because I saw a meme this morning on Facebook that said that it set a record for highest attendance for R&B/pop artists at Camping World. The weekend set a record for the highest attendance. Now, I just believe the meme 100% immediately.
It had to have been correct. No. It had to have been.
Is that right?
Maisie's, it blew Andrea's mind. Andrea woke up this morning and gave me I always get the download from her about what's going on in the dance world. I think every kid from Maisie's dance academy, because they dance to so many weekend songs, and he's such a prolific artist. I think everybody except for my daughter went to the weekend. Like, all the kids went. All the dance girls went to the concert. I mean, like, it was the hottest thing in town.
Was it sold out, or was it an insane amount of people?
I don't know about sold out. That I was debating getting my kid a ticket until he expressed no interest in it. Last second.
Yeah,
So
I have that too a lot. Yeah.
so there were tickets available like right up until.
Okay.
But it was jam packed.
Okay.
In my set, there's like a whole section they put behind the stage that's like roped off. You can't get in.
Yeah.
Other than that, I didn't see empty seats.
Because so, what other pop artists have been to Camping World that would even rival The Weeknd that I can think of? Because obviously Taylor Swift.
Do you put Jelly Roll in a pop artist category? Somebody like that? Or are you trying to go R&B pop?
Well, it's at R&B/pop.
Yeah, R&B
So
pop. He's probably the guy, right? I mean, there's got to be
for stadiums
somebody.
though. But stadiums are huge. I mean, people maybe do arenas, but the stadium is a giant deal. Like
There's like an extra 20,000 people.
Yeah,
Maybe more.
there are a few artists in the world that can do stadiums.
Yeah, like we saw Guns N' Roses at Camping World.
Yeah, right before they die. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's
yeah.
People
Right
are
before
like,
you shovel the dirt on them.
This is the last time I'm gonna.
Paul McCartney.
Yeah. But
Elton John, right? Billy Joel.
Has Lady Gaga done Camping World? Like, could she do?
She could. Yeah. She absolutely could.
But has she done like the Citrus Bowl? Because maybe they're categorizing it as Camping World only after the name change.
You mean the name? That's really cheesy if you're doing that.
Because
it's the same venue.
Because other pop artists have done the Citrus Bowl, which technically held more seats before the renovation.
Right before the renovation, sure.
And so I'm sure, like, you think that, like, I mean, did Michael Jackson?
They took seats out?
Yeah.
Yeah, to make them bigger and more spacious.
For fattos.
And then
it was for fat Americans. We needed bigger. No, I don't
upper
know.
was nice and
there
roomy.
might be some truth to that.
But I think it was to add also extra, like, the VIP boxes.
Concession,
Yeah. Like, so they redesigned it after, the renovation.
Okay.
But anyway,
we got probably about 72% of that wrong, but that's fine. Don't sue us. Yeah. We're Orlando. We're Orlando's news leader.
So how was the show?
I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
That early dinner got you, huh? The old early dinner.
Ross, when you came in here, you lay down on the couch
and then he sprinted to the bathroom, and I'm like, I want to put a compress on his head. I want to bake you that. I want to bake you that thing you made me when my mom passed away. That delicious tater tot pie.
Tater tot casserole,
that thing cranks. You need a big plate of that, and you need a washcloth on your head.
Absolutely.
You need some Symphony Hall from Sirius XM, just some nice light symphony in the background.
Yeah,
I don't want a Danny Glover. We're too old for this ass. But
no, I'm too old for this.
Oh no! Be a legend.
I too drank too much this past Saturday during our fantasy draft. Anybody that watched on Twitch,
and you were holding it tight when your wife called. He held it tight. She called. He's like, "Yep, everything's fine." Hangs up and he falls to pieces.
Yeah. I went to Gators after.
I knew you were gonna go party.
We were doing shots. It was EJ was there.
God, after what you did, you were already off in the jazz.
So then I woke up yesterday and I was regretting it. I was like, what am I doing? Like, this is. Why did I do that?
What time did you get up?
Yeah. And like, it was like, I usually don't sleep in to past 9, but ever. And then it was like 9:30.
You don't wear a sleep mask, right? Because you're not gay like me.
No.
I wear a sleep mask. And there have been hangovers I've had where I feel like I'm going to have to go the rest of the day with the mask on because my eyes just hurt so bad.
Oh, yeah.
And I've made it so dark that even my eyelids don't work anymore. It's like even just closing my eyelids, it's far too bright.
You see, I'm not wearing my glasses right now. I don't want to see.
Yeah.
I just
don't blame you. I'll have Andrea bring you my sleep mask
Yeah.
and strap it on you so you can participate correctly like Bird Box.
And I know this is old men talk about their hangovers, but guess what? Most of our audience is our age. And it used to be
I'm probably getting drunk right now.
The standard headache, dehydration. And now it's into more of like a flu-like symptom where I never got it in my 20s.
Mine's like my legs don't work.
Where it's like I feel the actual poison more than I used to. I think I just like headache, this more stereotypical signs of a hangover. And then now in my 43, I feel like poisoned by it, and I feel like more of a chemical poisoning.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know
Mine
how
is
to
an
describe
overall body ache, right? Like it used to be, and you described it perfectly. It used to be the headache, and then you'd feel dehydrated. So what would you do? You'd get up probably like a little later than normal. You'd have some Pedialyte or Gatorade, then you'd have a big breakfast, and then right around 12:30 noon or 1 p.m., you're like, I feel great. Right? And then you're good to go. Now it's like when I get it, firstly I wake up, my eyes aren't working, and then I feel an all over body inflammation, and my legs don't work right. Like I can't walk.
The inflammation.
I'm
What is that?
It's an over your body because
Inflamed.
because you're putting poison in your body.
Yeah.
And like for me, like with all my joints, like I'm like, ow, my legs aren't working. Oh, it's terrible.
I'm sure this is making Ross feel better.
Let's relive it.
Let's describe how bad hangovers are.
Yeah, so very fuzzy concert.
I think I was like 2 whiskeys and a beer in when I remembered the concert.
Okay.
And then, God, I've been sitting on these mushrooms for like 2 years. And I threw a couple mushrooms on top of it. To, well, because, I'm going to go out and party. And I can need a little energy. And I don't specifically remember the concert, but I was singing and dancing like a maniac. I don't think I sat down the entire time.
Were you sore the next day? You ever done that?
Woke up I did my standard, I'm going to walk home too. And I got like halfway from the Citrus Bowl to my house, or from Camping World to my house. But then I was like,
on mushrooms? You're just twirling. You're just twirling to the streets of Orlando.
From the Citrus Bowl.
By the way,
I don't know if you know about
that's tough.
Yeah.
I mean, around the Citrus Bowl.
The Pine Hills Ninja will walk home from the Citrus Bowl in a pair of skids.
I was wearing skids last night.
In a pair of skids, baggy pants, no underwear, pecker flopping crazy. He's like, come at me, bro.
On mushrooms.
On mushrooms.
So drunk you can never defend yourself.
He's got a fluffy skids pecker. He's walking home.
There's 3 kids in Pine Hills will tell you I can defend myself drunk very well.
I know you can. There's no telling what. He's a killing machine on mushrooms. On mushrooms, you have to pull him back. He killed 3 men.
God, you got some balls, man.
Yeah.
And then,
envious of that.
You and Tuttle. I would put the 2 of you against
The Amazing
anybody.
Race.
Like,
oh, they'd be
my
good on
God.
the Amazing Race.
If there'd be like casualties. There'd be casualties because it'd be any means necessary type of. I mean, like it's like they'll get it done.
So yes, when I woke up this morning on my dog's bed,
oh man,
I was a little bit sore.
That's a fantastic.
Oh, this is last night.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I thought this was Saturday.
That's why he ran to the bathroom.
That's why I came in and laid down on your couch. And
Oh
then
my God! I
vomited.
thought this was Saturday night. And I thought,
he's
you
fresh.
felt-
He's still on mushrooms right now. He said hi, Papa Smurf, as soon as I opened the door.
You should have just texted us and be like, dude, I can't
make it.
Yeah, that's how tough Ross is. He walked here from the. Are you still wearing the same clothes?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay.
I wear different skins. So that we can get-
He took an Uber. You know how hard it is to get an Uber when you're on mushrooms?
Oh man.
Oh, Lord
God.
have mercy.
The Uber, I did. I like the stomach cramps crept up on me in the Uber, and I was fighting them so hard. I started pouring sweat, and he had to see it. And
He's like, oh my God.
Please don't puke. Please don't puke. They hate that. I felt it in before. I fell asleep in the front seat of an Uber, and the guy drove to my house, and my wife put the garage up. And then the thing I remember like I'm in the seat, and this is a ginormous, mega fat Indian man driving me home, and I gently hear I'm laying there, and I see my wife in front of me, and I hear, "Sir, sir." And I'm like, "Why you shut up?" I'm yelling at her. I'm sleeping here. and then Andrea had to go and get me out of the car. Like she was helping her grandfather into a cheesecake factory. You know what I mean? Like when you help an old man into the
Yeah.
Oh,
It's so slow.
It's so embarrassing.
Yeah.
I gotta put those days behind me.
Yeah.
Sir! But you know what's really weird?
Yeah.
Is that sleep is the greatest sleep. Like, I don't know if I could ever
It's the closest
recreate the
to
big
that
fat
you can
Indian
get.
man Uber sleep that I got.
yeah, like right before I got like little nap in between my wife waking me up to go to work and coming here. And God, it was such good sleep.
It is.
I was like, I'm just gonna close my eyes.
It's on the brink of death.
When you push yourself to a point where you have to fall asleep, that feeling, that sleep is the greatest sleep. Everybody keeps telling me I'm going to have the greatest sleep. I get my colonoscopy and endoscopy on
both
on Thursday. Yeah. But they put me at 2:30. Put me in the morning, man. I'm an anxiety guy. You can't have me chewing my fingers off all day. Come on.
Well,
you got to put me in the morning.
It's the not being able to eat and then drinking whatever that solution is that cleans you out.
Yeah.
And then you want to get it done. It's like any surgery. You want it done in the morning. Like you wake up and then immediately drive. You don't want to be sitting there the whole morning waiting to show up in the afternoon and you're already starving.
Andrea won't let me fudge it too. She's got all the details. So it's like, all my Gatorades got taken away. All my Gatorades got taken away. I'm gonna say it the way I want to say it. All of my Gatorades got taken away, and I am really
Gatorade. Why?
I'm in my Florida man, long-haired hippie biker, hate the government era right now. Okay, and I like to come home after a hard day of yucking it up with my buddy in the comedy mines. I like to come home and I have a couple Gatorade. I have a tiny little
You can't drink Gatorade?
Little Gatorade Zeros. Well, the coloring in there. You can't have any red. You can't have any purple. I like to come home and have a damn fruit punch Gatorade every day with my dog. Every day, me and Dansby have a Gatorade Zero on the couch. And now I can't have it because of the goddamn colonoscopy. I can't have grape. I can't have purple. I can only have orange and lime. I can't have it. And then the day before, which is now 2 days before because they scheduled me at 2:30.
So you can have a Gatorade, just not the flavor you want.
You're right.
Okay.
Also, I thought you'd be too tired to call me on.
Listen, doctors, if red Gatorade throws your camera off, how diligent are you? What kind of test is this?
I think AI could spot Gatorade or blood. Is that fruit punch Gatorade or is that blood? That's blood.
Yeah, if that's tricking you, then what kind of ramsham
Thank you.
operation you got going on?
I'm going to start with that. As soon as I walk out, I'm like, look at this ramsham. Piece of S.
I should be able to have polyps for dinner the night before. And you notice
you're like, hey, he ate polyps. These are the edible ones.
Anyway,
I'm not looking forward to it, buddy.
Is this your first one? Or?
Yeah, it's my first one because I fell between the cracks. I called this morning to see if they could move it up because, I'm a real pain in the ass like that. So, because I really am I'm like, oh man, I don't want to fast for 2 full days. And then you got me in at 2:30. I'll be really worried about it all day. Then will I be groggy on Friday morning or will I not?
I don't. The propofol didn't affect me much at all. I woke up and I was fine.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not going to be like your hip surgery because
that was a nightmare, dude, and that's got me so scared. I didn't think I was ever going to wake up.
They have to put you way further down because they're doing hardcore ass surgery. This is gay sex.
Okay, hey,
you can kind of sleep through
it. Well, then I want to move it up too, just so I can get to it faster. If you know what I'm saying.
I don't think I could sleep through that.
No, I'm just saying.
Depends on who it is.
I'm for sure last night. Right? If I, it's not Rampage Jackson. I'm just saying if I snuck in there, you could have slept through it.
I'm going to be gentle and loving and nurturing.
Speaking of Rampage Jackson, his son, I don't know if you even saw this, Ross, because of the weekend concert and you're having a good time. I guess Rampage Jackson's son is some sort of influencer, maybe professional wrestler. I'm not even sure what he was doing there.
Is he a cool nickname?
He was at a amateur wrestling event, and I guess he was gonna do some he's gonna fight in the ring or whatever. Because I'm sure maybe with the success of Jake Paul and what's the other Logan Paul, and the wrestling the influencers underneath them are doing the same thing.
Influencer boxing has been going on for I'd say the last theoretically the last 5 years. Supreme Patty is boxed, KSI is boxed. like the boxing thing is kind of I think it was like a way to settle beef, and then these guys noticed that boxing could be like legit, so then they took it like way further.
Well, this is just professional wrestling, though, like amateur professional wrestling.
Yeah, this just looks like a house show somewhere.
Yeah. So I'm guessing like Rampage Jackson's son wants to become some sort of influencer. He's got the little bit of name, and then he's doing this wrestling promotion.
Is it like scripted wrestling or like
it's
wrestling?
scripted? It's
Okay. Professional wrestling, not Greco. Yeah,
gotcha.
But and then the amateur professional wrestler, sometimes those guys go harder, and they like
the crowd at the Armory deserves it.
They do. I think those guys want to prove themselves, so sometimes they do. Like the hardcore matches are probably more hardcore than. When you get into the higher...
these WWE cream puffs.
Yeah. It would be something like that. Yeah. So anyway, Rampage Jackson's son's here, and then apparently he has some sort of altercation behind the scenes with this other wrestler before the actual match. And he gets all fired up about it.
A real altercation.
Well, the other wrestler was like bullying him in some way, or like threw a can at his head.
K-Fab, or however you pronounce it. Isn't that part of the selling of it? It's like, for instance, Kevin Owens, the WWE superstar, lives around here, very close to our studio. I saw him yesterday, actually, while I was out riding my electric scooter. He was on an electric scooter, but one of the stand-up ones. I'm surprised they actually let him do that under contract. No helmet, no nothing, but hey, man, it's your life.
Well, yeah.
No, I'm just saying.
Not telling him.
No, but he's I'm telling him.
Yeah.
But not really. But if you saw him, and I have before, I like that he doesn't. He stays in the character. Like, I was like, hey, man, big fan. And he goes, yeah, I bet you are. You know what I mean? Like, he's selling the character. Okay. And that's cool. Yeah. I think that's neat.
Well, that's what they want.
Yeah.
That's what the fans want.
Yeah, that is what I think that's great. That's the way you should do it.
Like, if you met me behind the scenes and I was some doctor with glasses on, you'd be like, oh. You'd be sad. No, yeah. Anyway, so... Rampage Jackson's son then has some altercation with this wrestler. The wrestler throws a can at his head, whatever, and then Rampage Jackson's son. I forgot what the hell's
his name.
I forgot his name.
Raja.
Is it Raja?
Raja. I think that's what it is. Raja. The chat room is saying. Yeah, and this is from our buddy Ghost of a New Bull. He says, Raja got worked into a shoot. The wrestler was working an angle, and Raja took it personally because he's stupid. Yeah.
So Raja Jackson then starts going on the social media.
Rama Jackson?
Saying that, hey, this guy thinks he can, punk me or whatever. I'll show him in the ring, whatever. So it's kind of premeditated.
Like, in between backstage and the ring, he's, tweeting?
Yeah, or he's making a social video. I don't know if he posted yet or whatever, but it's out there because one of the videos I saw was like, hey, here's him saying he's gonna attack this guy. Then when they get into the actual ring, Rampage Jackson's son body slams this guy.
Yeah, he picks him up and power bombs him. But the back of his head kind of does that whippy snap thing.
He whipped the guy and then he immediately knocked him out. You could tell. And then
I can play it for you. And then you don't have to see it if
it's hard to watch because then he jumps on top of him and then starts both hand punching his face 22 times while this guy's knocked out.
Here he is.
And
then he does like this.
So he slams him, knocks him out, and then watch it. He's just punching his head.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Why isn't the referee doing anything?
Well, because it's a fake fight. He's not a real ref. He's not prepared for any of this.
Yeah, I'm with. I'm with Ross on that one.
He's just some guy in a stripy
I bet
shirt.
that ref is looking. He's like, this guy's selling it good. Wow, look at him go.
Yeah, but no, he's not even reacting.
Yeah, well, he's like,
he was.
It's not a
situation.
It.
No, but I'm saying
Raja Jackson was live streaming.
Okay, this is all live streaming.
I don't know if I'm saying his name right. Raja. It's Raja.
Yeah, what was that, Jackson Jr.?
Yeah, Little Ram.
Yeah, this is not a situation where counting to 2 and then stopping suddenly would help, so the ref is powerless.
Yeah, plus there's actually a real fight. If you think about it, if you have an unhinged person in the ring killing a person, he should have tried to pull him off, but you could end up getting hurt too.
Yeah, and he has no training whatsoever.
Yeah, most of the time the ref just is usually some nerd.
Yeah, and you can tell that's what this. And then
sorry, Jay. Sorry, Wrestling Jay. Meg.
But
You're not a nerd.
But as Rampage Jackson's son is punching this other wrestler as hard as you could possibly imagine with 2 fists in the head while he's knocked out, the referee is still counting.
Well, hey, here's what I would say.
He's still doing the count, which is like, oh my God.
This hillbilly wrestler that has a beard exactly like mine and Raja Jackson have a beef. That's not the crowd that paid $3 fault. Put on a good show, right? Put on a good show.
And so this guy obviously is going to be arrested for a lot of different crimes.
Assault?
I mean,
attempted murder. What do you think about? What do you think, Ralph?
I mean, you if you were a prosecutor, you wanted to set an example. You could be like, this is premeditated, and after the 5, because every once in a while in MMA fights, someone will get knocked out, and as they hit the ground, their instincts is jump on and finish the fight, and they'll get a couple punches in to an unconscious person, which I still believe is the hardest thing to watch in MMA. Is the
sometimes it's like an accident where the guy is falling, and the guy's still he's just punching so fast, and then you see him get caught a couple times, and then you're like, oh my God.
And that's where the trained ref is trained to tackle the person to save the other person, and but this,
I liked it when refs were big dudes. They're not big dudes anymore.
Yeah.
They're just refs. But it used to be that the ref, like an old school Ultimate Fighter, when I rent the VHS tapes.
Yeah.
Okay. The ref was like the biggest
like a
guy.
bouncer.
And I always thought as a kid, because I'm stupid, as a kid, I would look at it and I'd look at the ref and I'd be like, well, he's obviously the king because he's the biggest dude. The other guys are just fighting, and he's like, the ref is he's stronger than them because he has to be. He has to be able to put them in their place.
Like if
That's how dumb I am.
Like the ref has to be able to beat 2 men at the same time.
Yes. Now you get it. You want to start a company? You want to start a business?
If they go against him, he could have the
This is my guy right here.
So anyway, this is making the rounds in the internet because of how brutal it is. But then, I don't know what to even say about it other than it's hard to watch, and this person's going to get criminal charges.
What's weird is the term and the occupation of influencer might be the one that went up, positive, mellowed out, and now negative, the quickest of any type of occupation I've seen. It doesn't come... Podcasters up there too, because so many people have it, but influencer really does have a negative connotation to it now, to me. Like when people say it, it's almost like people are like, ugh, another influencer. There's an account I follow on Instagram that I love. It's called Influencers in the Wild. And it's just people videoing from afar.
Right.
People doing stupid videos and how dumb they look when they're doing it. And it's a really awesome watch. It is really good.
It's interesting because we came from a world where there was a handful of entertainment companies that they were gatekeeping anybody in the entertainment. Right. So you had to get into the company, work your way to the company basically was in charge of this entertainer, and they were and that's where being canceled almost came from, where it's like, hey, we're so much in charge that this guy screws up, we are going to fire him. And then he's going to be quote unquote canceled. And then we kind of merged into this world where you have control over your own entertainment for the most part. Obviously in TV and movies, you need bigger production companies.
And there are no gates.
But
there are literally whatever you deem worthy of entertainment. If you want to push an old lady down the stairs and film it and say, this is my channel, you can do that.
But
in fact, write that down.
But for the vast majority, it's they police themselves, and anybody like Mr. Beast and all these other he's at the top. But let's just say below Unspeakable. This kid named Unspeakable,
still huge.
Max and Tommy don't watch him as much anymore, but it seems
he still pops up on my algorithm. He's still huge.
If you're 8, 9, that seems like the sweet spot of unspeakable content. Now, I believe he sold his content and he's working with bigger company. But even before that, I wasn't concerned of this kid all of a sudden wearing a Nazi hat and trying to be hey, why, or doing some weird thing, or just
no, he'll get there, but he's not there yet.
Or doing some things that I would never want my kids to watch. I never concerned me because I'm he's got a business. Why would he throw away his entire business by doing this? So that kind of was the reason.
This is breaking news. Sorry, I apologize. Ghost from a New Bull says that Mr. Beast has come out and said that he wants to pay for all the medical bills of the guy, the wrestler.
Huh.
Like, I guess he's trying to step in. Like, that kind of proves my point about, like, he's going to step in and like, look, this is not what being an influencer or a streamer is all about. Not just, streaming you beating up a man.
God, Mr. Beast's marketing team is so good because
they swoop in quick.
Because
they got the money, too, man. He's a billionaire.
It's because medical bills is $1,500.
It's less than my hip surgery, I'll tell you that.
Or maybe I'm exaggerating, but, like, unless he had some sort of brain damage or whatever, they'd probably give him a MRI of his head to make sure, and then they release him and, he'd probably be fine, unless he had some horrible brain damage I don't know about. But for the most part, it's like it looks probably worse than it actually is.
Do you think this wrestler will do a commercial where he's like, I was beat up by Rampage Jackson's son, and Mr. Beast got me $2 million. Thanks, Mr. Beast.
Yeah. Well, that's where he's screwed.
Hi, I'm Mr. Beast. Let's get started.
Because Rampage Jackson's son has no money, and there's no insurance of this. Look, this event had no insurance, and whatever they were wrestling at had no insurance, and there's no money to be made.
Oh, people, man, the chat room hates Mr. Beast.
An influencer as a job, what does it even mean? It just means, like, you think you're interesting on video, right? Like, because there's no like defined. You make widgets or.
That's the term influencer is flawed to begin with. You're an entertainer.
Yeah.
You're an entertainer, and the influence part comes with the fact that you're marketing something. Like Mr. Beast,
trends.
His money comes from marketing, just like every other entertainer. Unless you're doing direct sales, like Nate Bargatze or Dave Chappelle, where you're selling out arenas, and then it's all ticket sales and merch. But for the rest of every other entertainer, you're just selling advertising in some way based on views. So Mr. Beast has X amount of views. He could command X amount of advertising and a show, whatever. And that's, So essentially, I guess you're influencing your audience to buy the products you're advertising.
Eat his dumb chocolate.
Yeah.
I have never had his chocolate because I've been told to avoid it at all costs.
Really?
Because I really like good chocolate.
Oh, yeah.
And I've had, like chef friends of mine and people that have kids that are like, because they're kids, our kids, all of our kids. Me will walk by and be like, let me try that. I'm like, don't get that.
Oh, yeah. All my sons, they eat it all the time.
Yeah.
Or they went through a small period where they requested it, and now it's like they're out of that into Fortnite and then just.
Pretty soon they'll be going in the military.
And I don't know
Dropping
what
out of planes for old Uncle Sam.
It's interesting because my sons now, what they really prefer to do at all times is play Fortnite or other Roblox video games with their friends in the same room, either on FaceTime or within the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So it's like they choose that over, and then they'll watch anime cartoons, but they don't have too many advertisements on, if at all, because they got that Crunchyroll app, so there's not even commercials.
No, it's commercial free. Maisie doesn't get any commercials either because lately she's just been harvesting wheat
so
in the afternoons.
They don't come into contact with that many commercials anymore, if I think about it, because unless there's in-game commercials in Fortnite
just
that I don't know about.
Just for their stuff.
Yeah. So
I got an update on Big Block because every morning when I'm on my Peloton and I'm watching West Channel 2.
You're not one of those idiots putting together a wooden house.
Yeah, there's a new one where now Big Block, because I love giving our listeners the Big Block update, they're trying to discourage you from doing a half and half, which is block on the bottom and then other stories are wooden, which is very popular in Florida. It's blockstrong.com. If you go to blockstrong.com, you'll find out more about it. And I wish we could look, I'm telling you right now, I'm putting this out into the universe. Somebody help me get some of that Concrete money. We've got Concrete Mike. He could be our spokesperson for Big Block.
We need older listeners. That's why I realized
they're coming. They're coming, Tom.
They're marketing to you because you're the probably youngest person that watches the news still, like 50s,
I'm one
60s.
Of them. I'm probably you're right.
Or you're
probably
about to,
one of them.
by when you get turn 50 in the easy, you're like, all right, you're Mr. News. Because I don't consume that. You watch the news, Ross? Ross?
I will put it on like once in a while. I'll just put on like local news on Prime just to have something on the TV.
Okay.
But I rarely watch it.
I'm not a leave the TV on just so it's on the background type of person. I don't know. I never fell into that for whatever reason. It's weird because I grew up like sleeping with the TV on, and my mom was like that, where she'd sleep
Andrea
with the
was like that.
TV on and stuff. And so, but then I fell out of that, and then it's just like unless there's a reason to watch a show or maybe possibly sports and we're having a pool party.
Yeah.
I'll never put the TV on in the background. But I know tons of people that like the TV on at all times, just playing something.
We're music folks because Andrea reads so much, and I like music so much that.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
Chris will play music all the time.
Yeah, I am a music all the time guy. And it probably drives my family crazy because right now I'm still in like this. I'm pedal steel crazy, and I'm just going through a list of the greatest pedal steel guitar players of all time, and then just finding playlists that other people have made on Spotify. And pedal steel is one of the most annoying instruments probably ever created. I mean, it's not a soothing sound.
Well, speaking of instruments, Tommy has chosen his instrument as trombone.
Oh, hey, breaking news. This is a big deal.
And so we're going through the process of you got to order the mouthpiece and all the sheet music and the stand, and then we got to rent the trombone. And then if you don't want to take it home every day for practice, then you got to get a home trombone. You don't have to.
They call them home bones.
But I'm
They're
like,
home bones.
I'm like, I foresee I'm gonna throw money at this problem because you're gonna forget your trombone at school and you're like, I gotta practice. Oh, forget it. And then I'm driving
you need
up
6 trombones. You need a trombone in every room.
So I looked on Facebook Marketplace and I can get a decent trombone for $200.
Don't be buying these. Oh my
It's like,
God.
I just gotta
Some
drive.
rickety one. Some bum is putting
No,
up
I
his
see the
rear end.
pictures. No,
Yeah.
it's not a bum been on Facebook Marketplace.
Some bum's put his AIDS mouth all on it.
no,
He's been
it's-
spitting all in it.
I see
I
the-
played the trombone down on Church Street before they kicked us out.
I see the profile of the family that's selling me the trombone. You see what I'm saying?
Oh,
Like,
that
you
is
see
a
it.
fentanyl trombone. They're trying
No,
to get
it's all
drugs.
there.
They're trying to get drugs.
Anyway, so I went over to the Music Shack to pick up the stuff, which it's packed right now because everybody in surrounding schools is
Just pick their instruments.
Can I ask you a question?
And I'm like, man, I started looking around. I'm like, this is like secretly is a good ass business and never has like any sort of drought at all because every year there's new kids
We
getting
sucker
instruments.
kids into thinking they have musical talent. Yeah.
but
You got to sucker them in.
It is just a funnel of business and then nonstop.
Do you know that the trombone in the chat room is basically explaining this to me? Robert is reminding me the trombone is the single greatest and most powerful instrument in the Tom and Dan universe. Like there's something very poetic that your son, we did a video back in the day that went viral. It was on the Tonight Show. It was on Ridiculousness. It's called trombone and then the T word for girls' breasts.
Oh, I'm gonna have my
Trombone.
son recreate that with Tiffany.
Yes. I was gonna have him. I was gonna ask if he'd do it with my wife.
Well, I mean, we could get the the original
But she'll be
Camel
older.
Girl.
She's way older. By then. And have
but
Tiffany-
same better body now, which is how we.
have
Listen
Tiffany
up, ladies.
Hold her
You can do
babies
it.
in front of her boobs.
You should do it at the concert coming up. That's gonna ruin your camping trip.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I found out that was some sort of individual the testing you do for the teachers, like on solos. So it's not a recital. Some other band BDM told me
On a Saturday?
a Friday and Saturday. Yeah. I don't know, but it's optional. So
It is if you don't show up.
So
Anything's optional if you don't go.
I'm gonna give Tommy the option. Do you want to go do this test,
Or do you want to make your dad sad?
Do you want to go and play with your friends in the woods? Anything goes. I'll give you an axe. Anyway.
I'll give you a knife.
But I started looking the line was out the door, because everybody has to buy their mouthpiece.
Music
and their-
Shack, huh?
Yeah. And this person, man, is just,
Well,
the
how
customers.
hard is it to start a music shack? Let's start one.
That's what I'm saying. We could put
Yeah,
the
Tom and Dan Music
all
Shack.
the instruments in this room. We don't need this room.
Open for business. What do you need? You need a trumpet? I got 3. Let me
Yeah, you go
get you. Let me see your embouchure. Let me see your lips. Get a bunch of kids in here. Let me see your lips. I'll put my hands on their lips. When I dip, you dip, we dip. I'll feel them.
And then you could probably do basic lessons for most stuff.
Yeah.
I can
do
fumble through it. He can do trumpet. You do brass. I'll do woodwinds because I did flute, and I'll do percussion.
Yeah. I'm like, what do you got there? Euphorium?
Yeah, bring that euphorium over here. Let me show you how to toot this thing. And the fact that you said Music Shack made me laugh because there's only like a couple things that are shacks. It's like Fish Shack, Music Shack. It's like why fish and music?
And what's awesome about it,
that's funny, right?
There's no reason to evolve, or like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's the government. It's like like you're selling gruel in like Soviet Russia. You know, like,
well, a trumpet is a trumpet, man.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The design is it.
And then every year,
there's no digital trumpet.
New sixth graders come in, flood in, and then the parents are just like, oh, my son needs this. I got a list. I have to buy it from the Music Shack.
The chat room's helping me. Wing Shack, Jimmy's Chicken Shack, Shrimp Shack, Oyster Shack. Yeah, it's like seafood and music.
Yeah. They love shacks.
Yeah, Shaquille O'Neal.
Anyway, and then I got to find this trombone.
So you need how many trombones are we trying to get him? 3? You want 3?
No, just a at-home one.
No, you need a home one. You need a school one. You need an in-the-car one.
Yeah, for sure.
Pocket.
And then maybe one for walking around.
Yeah, walking around trombone.
Now, I got another story for the BDM show. I'll save that one. But he was deciding between the trombone and the French horn. And the French horn is something I'm like, I'm unfamiliar with for whatever reason.
Well, you're not French. And you hate horns.
Yeah, where's the American horn?
I heard Macron's wife is a man. It's all over TikTok.
I'm probably
it's all over TikTok.
caveman, but I don't think I remember a boy playing the French horn ever.
That's what I thought too,
Yeah.
but apparently that's
mostly
changed.
girls.
That's
I had a really good
changed.
friend in DeLand High that went to I want to say one of the highest levels of you put your hand in it. Like the French horn, you put it in your lap and kind of curls around, and then the bell of the instrument aims out, and then you put like a cloth on your hand, I think, to not tarnish it.
Huh.
I could be wrong on this.
No,
but I think,
that's
and you kind of lay your hand inside of it and you play it, and then you have a series of levers. They're not like the ones on a trumpet. They're more like long fingers, and you press them down.
Yeah.
It's cool. Like I had a friend that went to and then she became a professional. Most of the time, my friends, if you went to a high level of band, you become a band director. Most of the time.
Dre's sister's husband plays the French horn professionally for the Miami Symphony or something like that. That's his profession, which is I book him for
Miami
a weird
Sound
job.
Machine. Does he know? He knows Gloria Estefan?
I'm not sure. Is that a job you have? I'm not sure if he still does that, but at one time he did. Is that a job once you get a job or a position at the symphony, can you lose it the NFL? Someone tries out and they're better than you, and then they
you have to stay practiced. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I've known people that have lost their chair. It's called your chair. Like my uncle.
And they do they do yearly tryouts?
Yes.
For
auditions.
So you have to audition every year to get the job.
Our friend Summer has to do that, and she's an actress at Universal. Just because you've worked there for forever, they're like, all right, what do you got this year?
That's interesting.
It's hard, man. Those performers and every year you got to come back. And what if you got that new young French horn guy?
Yeah.
And, this guy's they call him Timothy Fingers.
That's the entertainment industry is a hard way to make a living. In that realm where constantly you have to prove yourself every year or someone else is going to take your job, which is nuts. That's why it's better to be an influencer. Just punch some old guy's face.
Yeah, what's harder, to learn the French horn or to jump in and punch a hillbilly dead? I think punching the hillbilly is easier, but you're going to take some heat for it. But if you don't care how people perceive you, and that's the sad part, right?
Yeah.
Is that I think a lot of people like that. There's a young guy, the guy that crashed his Lamborghini on a big road. Jack Doherty, I think that's his name. Jack Doherty.
I was gonna scream Rashi Rice.
I hate him. He's such a terrible person.
Absolutely
He does terrible things. He incites fights. He is rude to people, and he's rich. And now he and his mom and his dad are all on their channel. You're just a terrible human being. You're not a good person. You're a bad person, and you do bad things. And then younger people see you, and then they think that that's the ticket to fame, and it sucks.
Yeah,
I hate it. I hate that guy.
Well, I feel like it may be the minority that we just see.
Oh yeah, certainly it is.
You
No,
know,
certainly it is. But he's still like, I feel like we haven't done enough as YouTube or Twitch or any of these platforms, because they're a business too. They haven't done enough to be like, you know what? No, you're not going to be able to make money doing that. Goodbye. But they're not, because they're a business.
but
It's
that's
our fault. We're the ones watching it.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
that's a
like,
slippery slope,
I
yeah.
hate that kid, and he's dumb, and the videos are awful, but I watch them, so it's my fault.
And I definitely don't want YouTube or any other like to start like, hey, this content is not good for it's just kind of like I'd rather have it left open than
They already are.
Then but then them starting to like, hey, we're gonna get rid of this content and keep this, and it's like now it's like, wait, I want to have all choices. Because I'm a horrible person. I watch the worst.
I love him. I love the video. I love it. You see, I
Like
love
the
it when
world's high.
he pushes a woman that he
Our
stands
fault.
behind his bodyguard. I love it.
All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back with more corporate time.